The first thing I want to present to you guys in this video is energy. Before we start this video, I want to talk to you guys quickly about energy, maintaining energy, having pure, freeing energy that lasts. We're talking collagen peptides, Irish sea moss, white chocolate mocha. We're talking collagen peptides, Irish sea moss, vanilla caramel. We're talking Irish sea moss capsules. I take 2 capsules every single morning, and I take a scoop of this every single day, whatever flavor. I'm getting cappuccinos on the way to me right now. We got the white chocolate mocha, vanilla caramel, cappuccino. I think there's another flavor as well on the site. You guys can check it out on Organics Nature, link in the description box. We be drinking this stuff all the time, bro. We're talking energy, having energy. I just got back from the gym. I have energy. I could run a marathon right now, but I'm not gonna do it because I gotta keep muscle mass on me. But anyways, let's get in this video. So, we're gonna talk about the cutoff game here, guys, because it is crucial today. You could be someone that got out of high school. You could be a grown adult. It does not matter. The past is a lie. If you look at yourself as an adult right now, back in high school, the things you thought in high school is just not true. The friends you thought you had, just not what you thought. Not that every single person you were friends with is a bad person or anything, but you just thought things that wasn't the truth. You've dated girls that it wasn't who you thought they were. You had friends, you thought they were different. That's why I'm saying everything was a lie. Most things was a lie until you learn. And this is exactly why the Chosen One's cutoff game has to be strong. It has to be ruthless. Because you're going to figure out a lot of the people that was around you, bro, is actually very hateful and jealous and envious of yourself. And people like that, bro, got to get cut off. They got to go. They got to get out of here. You got to get them away from you, bro, to live your best life. And let me tell you, it's going to be an alone path. It's going to be a lonely journey. It's going to be an alone path. And it's 1000% worth it. Because so much is going to come together for yourself. But nothing will ever come together for yourself the way it should if you don't make the right decisions. And I'm telling you, bro, God will bless you in a way you cannot even fathom in your mind. These blessings ain't just going to rain down on you all at once. It's going to happen in spurts, and all of a sudden your life is set up exactly the way you envisioned it to be on God's timing. That's what's going to happen. But you have to be man enough to be able to cut off certain individuals. Because I have past friends, bro, they couldn't do it. They wanted to be friends with people who was into drugs. They wanted to be cool. They wanted to be around that group. They wanted to party too much. Because if they didn't, now they don't have many friends and they just want to do all that stuff, and it's not a smart and it's not a wise decision. Even if they change, they're still going to be far, far, far behind yourself if you haven't made those same decisions. I did some partying in high school. I did not have the college experience. I did not party past high school days. I went out a couple times, like after the club, or like to the club or something like that. Like when you get to of legal age, 19, 20, and pretty much done. It's like I felt like a full-grown adult by 21. Not many people have that experience, and that is another reason as to why you are truly chosen for something. That don't happen to every person, bro. Most people make mistakes all the way up to their late 20s, 30s. Some people in their 40s and 50s, like it's ridiculous. But for you, you probably figured stuff out a lot sooner, a lot quicker than most. I saw through things faster than I gave myself credit for when I was at the age I was at. I cut off people fast, bro. Like, it was quick. Extremely quick, and I was willing to do it because I knew it was right. And as long as things are right, that's all you have to worry about. That's all you should be concerned about, is if you're doing the right thing. That's all you should be worried about, is if you're doing the right thing. And the only thing you should be concerned about is if you're doing the wrong things. That's what should concern you, is if you keep falling victim to the wrong things. You keep hanging out with the wrong people. You keep getting yourself in situations where you know it's not a good situation, like it's a bad situation. You shouldn't be doing it, but you do it because you don't want to be alone. You do it because you want a friend. You do it because you want some girl to talk to. You shouldn't do it. This is why I'm making this video, because Chosen One's cutoff game has to be strong. It has to be ruthless. You have to have a standard, and people have to reach and make that standard. Because you hold yourself to a standard, other people have to hold themselves to a standard as well and carry themselves a certain way. Otherwise, all hell is going to break loose. Eventually, all your mistakes is going to catch up to you over time. You're going to get stabbed in the back by that person you want to be desperately friends with so much. You just want to keep that friend. You just want to keep being friends, all to get stabbed in the back. You just want to keep hanging on to that girl, all to get let down. You don't do it. I got tested like you wouldn't believe, bro. We're talking, I went from like a 4-year relationship type thing, which was still messy in the 4 years, to then going separate for like 3-ish years, 3.5 years after that, to this person coming back. And I dated a few people in between those years as well. But when this person came back, that was a test. That was a test. My cutoff game was strong. Cut off. I don't want nothing to do with you. I know what you was about. And I ain't finna take you right now just because you look good. Because your mind doesn't look good to me. Not attractive. It's not sexy. I don't like it. Cut off. No, sir. Rejected. You will be tested like that when you're making all the right moves, because at this time, when I was still young at 23, I was making the right moves. And something like that comes back into my life just to test me. Cut off game strong. Cut off game solid. Like, guys, think about it. I was literally a kid when those things were happening. When I was getting tested to that degree, because I was making the right moves as a kid. By the time I was 18, like 18 and 3/4, close to 19, that's when I was like making the right moves, and I never stopped since then. And before that time frame, bro, a lot of bad things has happened to me. Like, my whole childhood was like good. Like, nothing even crazy happened at all. I stayed away from everything bad. But then you get to high school. Nothing crazy happened in grade 10, but by the time I got to a grade 11 and grade 12, those were the years where things really started getting chaotic. That's when things started to get chaotic. You experience the parties, you experience females, you experience Jezebels, you experience a whole bunch of different friends at parties and people that's on alcohol and drugs and everything else, and you like, things just happen. You can get yourself into some bad situations with some bad people that you don't know are bad. They don't come off as bad, but they done you dirty. And then you have to carry on with yourself. And by the time I was like 18 and 3/4, close to 19, that's when I was making all the right moves, because I was out of high school. I was focused. I went through some heartbreak and some betrayal and some stuff like that. And I damn near cut my fingers off at 18 and a half. And by the time I was 18 and 3/4, as a few more months went by, my hand injury healed. I hit the gym harder than I ever have. And I never looked back. I was on my path ever since then, brothers and sisters. I was on my path ever since then. It didn't stop. It literally did not stop. Like, I was reborn. It was a rebirth. That accident I had with my fingers awoken the actual me. I was talking to God, bro, on a hospital bed when that happened. I was literally screaming to God, actually, to be honest. Like, it was crazy. When I cut my fingers that bad, bro, before I had to get put to sleep to get surgery to fix them, while I was awake, sitting on a hospital bed, they took needles, big needles, huge, long. They put them right into my fingers where I cut my fingers extremely bad. They put it into the cuts and like syringed this burning liquid into my fingers while I'm awake. Like 3 or 4 times they jabbed me, like in the fingers, because they had to put this freezing liquid into my fingers, but the stuff burned. The pain was unreal. Nothing, I don't think I've ever felt pain that bad. It was like 10 times worse than cutting my fingers to begin with. When I cut my fingers that bad, bro, it honestly felt like a paper cut. It didn't feel like this crazy thing. I didn't even panic. I didn't like say anything. I didn't, oh my God, I seen what I'd done and I was shocked, but it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. That other shit, bro, hurt. I was screaming to God at that time. And after surgery, I woke up, I just felt like a different human being. Every bit of anger that I went through before this happened left my body. Like I was so calm. I was calm ever since then. Like in a way that I never was. Because a lot of things at that time, bro, was getting to me, like certain situations with women, certain situations with friends, things that was going on, like there was things getting to me and it was changed me as a person and not a good person because I was getting mad. I was getting angry at things that was happening because of what people were doing to me. And then that happened and it made me super calm and like logical and making the right decisions and not drug over here, not drug over there. Like it put me on the right path. And ever since then, I was different. And I was supposed to be different, bro. I was just in the mix with some evil stuff, with some evil people that you don't know are evil, bro. These people didn't come across as evil. Even people where I came from didn't think these other people were evil, but people do things to you behind closed doors that nobody else knows about. Women can manipulate you in a way nobody else knows about. Everyone else thinks she's normal. She acts normal with everybody else, but what she's doing to you, bro, is evil. That's what women do most of the time whenever they do you dirty. Everybody else thinks they're so normal, but she's doing you dirty. Nobody else knows about it. She comes off normal to everybody else, smiles in everyone else's faces, comes off as this cute, innocent, kind, nice person, but to you, she's the devil. She's doing you dirty. She's doing things, bro. So, this is why your cutoff game has to be strong. Strong, bro. You feel any bit of like weird vibes from people, that's not right. You feel this hatred, you feel this jealous energy from people, and it's just not right. They gotta go. Like it's too much, it's too intense. It's too heavy. That stuff gotta go. These are the same people, bro. Some of you don't want to lose certain friends because you want to have a friend. That is a huge mistake. Some of you don't want to cut off some toxic female. That is a huge mistake. I have cut off toxic females. I have cut off toxic friends. I rode alone to the point where it's like no one else really knows what you're doing. You're very mysterious. You're just off in your own life, and it's because deep down in your core, you know you're doing the right thing. You know none of those people belong around you, bro, and you know your people are yet to be found. That is the path every chosen one has to take. Because there's something else for you in the world, bro, and you don't know it until you know it. Things will come in a way and things will happen in a way that you can't even fathom in your mind. But it's up to your guys' selves, bro. It's up to you guys to make the right decisions. Don't make the weak decision. Don't keep the toxic friends. Don't hang on to that girl because she's the only one in sight. Do not do that. Some of you guys put an effort to try to keep these toxic people around. I was literally running away from these types of people at one point, and they're trying to find me. Some toxic ex is trying to find you and talking to certain people to try to find you, and nah. No, sir, bro. And it's all a test. It's all a test when you go through those things. And I passed many, many tests, and I'll continue to pass tests till the day I die. I understand the world. I understand humans. I understand patterns. I understand that there is good and evil in this world, and it must be addressed. You must know how to cut off energy that is not serving you. It's not good for you, bro. It's actually terrible for you. And the sad part is, some of you guys will keep friends like that around. Like, man, it was easy for me to cut those people off. It was easy. It wasn't a struggle. It was not a struggle at all. I can't sit here and tell you it was, because look how young I did it. Like, extremely young, bro. Extremely young. Like, even by 21, bro, I really knew who I was. Even by 21. There was girls in my life at the time, and not girls at the same time, but like at different times, but I knew who I was. I had a standard that some of them couldn't meet. And it's nothing crazy. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's not like you have to be Brazilian swimsuit model, 10 out of 10, the best woman ever, serve me, this for me. No. Basic standards to the point you're a healthy female. That's not going to ruin my life. That's a high standard today, bro. You can't hold a standard to anybody today. That's too high of a standard to ask for today in this modern world. Be a healthy, basic woman. Don't do me dirty. Don't manipulate me. Don't cheat on me. Be supportive to a degree. You don't have to be overly supportive even. I don't really care that much. I care more of what you don't do rather than what you damn do. Because it's like modern women today, bro, most of them, they just want to run around and be the biggest lunatics possible. That's like the culture today in the West. They literally want to run around and see how much stuff they can do and get away with, cause trouble, drama, chaos. They want you, they want your friend, they want to do, get out of here. That's evil. That's insidious. You have to cut that stuff off and throw it out and get away from that stuff, bro. Turn down women, even if they're attractive, if they're like that. I'm telling you guys right now, do it, because I did it. Turn them down. That's not normal. You don't need that in your life. Ride solo, if anything. That is far better than having those types of people and that type of energy around you. It is far better. And this pays off. You guys don't understand what true alignment does for your life when you're that aligned. And you're that stern in who you are, and you cut those people off. You don't understand what it does for your life when you're in true alignment for year after year after year after year after year. You don't understand. That's what gets you the gold. That's what sets you up forever. That's what gives you everything you actually deserve. And it's not going to all come at once. Like I said, it's not going to come all like in this big burst and you're just blessed beyond measures. It's going to happen like in random spurts. Not one big spurt, random spurts of like blessings. And all of a sudden you look around and you have this incredible setup. Like in life in general, with the things you have, with the people you're with your position. And it feels like it just happened overnight, but it did not happen overnight. you just look back and it's like, wow. Wow. I had to go through all that. And now look. And it was because of the decisions I made as to why I got to where I got to today. That is why. It is because of my cutoff game. It is because of what I did not tolerate. It's because of my mind, my decisions, having a standard and sticking to it. That's when you're going to be blessed beyond measure, boy. You're going to be blessed beyond measure if you can do that. Never settle for less. It is not worth it. It is not worth it whatsoever. It's better not to settle than to settle for less. And you know what's hilarious? I really don't mean to pick on women when I say this. I swear I don't, but it just comes to mind like, bro, I have heard women say things before, like, I ain't settling for less, when they literally have a very good option of a male right in front of them that's better than them, and they're saying things like, I'm not settling for less, when there's literally a man that's far better than you right in front of you. That's just delusion at that point, and there was nothing even that special about the female, bruh. That's also stupid. It is delusion. And I didn't mean to pick on women to say that line, what I just said. I'm just saying I remember that I remember that happening, and it's like ridiculous, because that's delusion. Like, you have to know who you are and your worth, and not settle for less for real. If something comes around and it's valuable, that's good. Towards this woman, what I'm saying, something valuable was around her, and she's still saying not settling for less. Like, you're delusional at that point. You're literally delusional. And it's gonna come back on top of you. Nothing, bro, and nothing would be good enough for some of these delusional females out here. Nothing. So when you're patient and you continue to level up as a human being, you're gonna have a standard. And if something comes around that's good, you want to take the opportunity. You don't want to mess that up. That's what you don't want to do. So work extremely hard, cut off people who are not even close to worthy, give people some chances, give people some opportunities that are deserving. That's the smartest thing you can do. Don't be delusional in your, I'm not settling for less. Like, don't be delusional with it, if that makes sense. Don't be delusional with it. Be open. But if something's really not worth it, then of course you're not going to settle for less. But if something's around and it's worth it, it's worth to give it a shot. It's worth it to not play hard to get for some of you females. Because something great is going to come around there, and they have the mentality, I'm not going to settle for less. But yet, that comes around, you're thinking about it, but you play hard to get. You play a game, which is trash. You're just as bad. And you don't deserve that thing that was a great opportunity right in front of you because you're that way yourself. That's trash. But anyways, that's pretty much it with this video. I'm telling you guys right now, don't worry about who you lose. Don't worry about that. Do not worry about who you lose. You should be more worried about the things you're doing to get what you deserve, rather than fearful of what you're going to lose. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. You should be more worried about what you're doing, which means you're doing what's right every single day so you can actually get what you're worth. And don't settle for less. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on today, folks. You have to keep your eyes peeled. You have to know what's going on. And you have to keep doing what's right in your own life. Stay away from these crazy people. There's a lot of craziness going on. There's a lot of jealous haters, and there's a lot of wickedness going on. Like, beyond jealous and haters and stuff. It's beyond that, bro. It's beyond that. There's so much deception, manipulation going on. It's wild. It is wild. We can't even talk no more amongst each other as human beings, bro. Like, I don't want to say much, bro. It's just certain people, like, you can barely talk to people no more, bro. People's gone retarded. Like it's insane. So keep your eyes peeled, do what's right. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. I'll see y'all at the top.